The video is Leila Nishmas Ushmo Bochem Chaim Tzvidoiv. We're going into Parshas Vaera, speaking about Kishuf, and there's a lot to speak about this topic. I want to share with you, Bli Neder, also the stories that are in the Gemara Masechet Sanhedrin Bli Neder tomorrow, and there's a beautiful chap also when it comes to Paro and all the tricks. But I want to first focus on the question that we left off yesterday. Such an interesting question from the Chaim HaKadosh, and it relates also to a Netziv. To see the Netziv who quotes the Mordechai. The Mordechai discusses a famous question also. Why is it that when it comes to the four languages of Geula, of redemption, which we commemorate on Pesach night, so we have, of course, the 4 cups of wine. Technically speaking, a person can even have 4 cups of milk because you're allowed to have Chamal Medina. Certainly it will help people that need to stay up, and that's why many Gedolei HaPoskim rely on grape juice. But the Chatchila, of course, you're supposed to have wine. It's a sign of cherus, of freedom. So the question is, says the Mordechai, but why? Why can't you take 4 eggs? Why 4 cups of wine? So let's go back to the Orach Chaim's question that we mentioned yesterday. Listen to this, an amazing message. And it's something that applies to us every single second. As I was making this video, I was trying to... I try to turn off my phone. Sometimes I just get overwhelmed with the WhatsApps and the text, and it's a world, like I mentioned yesterday, what it means today. What a challenge it is. I don't think the Rabbanim and people had the challenge of this type of challenge of the constant, and it gets overwhelming. Sometimes I just write back when I see a message that's over a minute, overwhelmed, because really I can't get to the all 1 minute WhatsApps. And so please forgive me, but the amazing lesson is that I'm reading a book, a sefer, Hemanti Kadabeira of Toledano, and he's speaking about this topic of Einod Milvadei. The message of Yetzias Mitzrayim was Einod Milvadei. There's nothing else that exists, and when a person taps into this place, there's a certain, you can take a breather. Everything you have to try to do the best you can. We're not angels, and we're not perfect, and we have to do the best we can. Give time to this and try to figure out how much time we could allow to every single thing in our lives. But how did this all relate? So of course I'm saying to myself, I'm speaking Medina Mevad, I better live up to it. So that in itself gave me a breather. But here's how it relates, of course, to what we're discussing. It's because it says the Orach Chaim HaKadosh, look carefully. When it comes to the 4 languages of Geula, Hashem says, V'otzeisi v'itzalti v'galti v'lakachti. After the 4th language, look carefully what does it say? V'lakachti eschem lilam. And then it says, V'datem, ki ani Hashem hamotzi etchem mitachat sivlos Mitzrayim. Says the Orach Chaim HaKadosh. If Orach Chaim HaKadosh says, I would not be able to say it, that's for sure. He says, Hashem said, you want to get to the 5th language of going into Israel? You have to be able to go through the different conscious levels, and especially the 4th level of me taking you out and knowing that I'm the one that's taking you out. It says Orach Chaim HaKadosh, you know what the problem was? We were in Mitzrayim. We went through Yetzias Mitzrayim. We were able to be redeemed. We went through the 4 stages of Geula. And the way the Netziv says the reason why I take 4 cups of wine is because it's different levels of consciousness, fascinating psychological pshat. Says Orach Chaim HaKadosh, but you get to the 4th level, you better know I'm the one that's taking you out. There's no one else involved. We failed to do so, and therefore that condition of knowing that Hashem, obviously we knew it was being taken out, but there was a level of yediyah, of Einod Milvadei. There's nothing else that's involved, not Moshe Rabbeinu, no one else. And we weren't able to reach that. Because of that, we didn't get to the 5th level, to the 5th promise of Hashem saying, I will bring you to the land of Israel. So he took us out, but he wasn't obligated because it was stipulated with this condition. What an amazing chiddush of the Orach Chaim HaKadosh. Why is it so amazing? Because it applies to us too today. We want to be able to come out. And by the way, I'll leave you off with an interesting question. Why is it that it says mitachas sivlos Mitzrayim? Why is that the main thing? Sevel Mitzrayim. So Bli Neder will continue to have a machshava on that, but I'd love to hear the other. Why is that? You have to know that I'm the one that took you out. Just say that. I'm the one that took you out. Sivlos Mitzrayim, what is that? Have an amazing day. Food for thought.